Hey friends, our next project's going to be snowman in space. We're going to start with the corners of the snowman first, and we want the bottoms of them to be bigger so that it looks like they're getting smaller as they go into space. So you're going to get a piece of paper, and the first thing you're going to do, you'll be using a pencil, but I'll use a Sharpie so you can see. The first thing you're going to do is draw some curves in every corner, and you want to do some pretty big curves. So I'm going to come from even about in the middle of the paper and curve it down, and I'm going to do that on each corner so I get something like this. Now off of that curve, I'm going to do a smaller curve for my snowman's head. So I'm going to do one here. Okay, so now that I have that done, I'm going to start to do the buttons on my snowman. And when you're looking at this, you want your buttons to get smaller as they go up your snowman's body. That's going to also create space and make our eyes feel like the snowman are getting farther away as their bodies go up. So you can rotate the paper as you need to. I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to think of any kind of shape. I'm just going to do a heart. I'm going to keep it kind of big. And now above that, I'm going to repeat that same shape, but I'm going to make it a smaller size. And then above this one, what do you think needs to happen? Great, friends, it needs to get even smaller. Now, you can leave your buttons just shapes, or you can add the little buttonholes in them that you normally thread the yarn into. Now I'm going to think about the nose of my snowman. Do I want the snowman's nose to be down, up, sideways? Does he have a button nose or a carrot nose? I'm going to give mine a carrot nose and make it look like he's looking up by drawing a V and a curve. And I'm doing little curves inside of it. Think about your eyes, what you want them to look like. I'm just going to do little dots, and then how you want your mouth to be. I think I'm going to do little coals, little dots for this mouth. Now that I have that done, I want to draw a hat or something above its head. So here I have a lot of options. Notice how each snowman's different, and that's because I want to give my art variety. And art variety means we give a lot of different things. We make different shapes, colors, make things different. So for this one, I think I'm just going to give him two little circles for earmuffs. I'm going to draw a line across, but you can do a different type of hat. Okay, now I'm going to do the arms of my snowman, and they're going to come up, meet in the middle, and there's just going to be 2 to 3 little lines. They can be curvy. They are, sticks. Now I'm going to rotate to this one, and we're going to start with the buttons. What needs to happen with those buttons again as they go up? Right, they have to get smaller. So I'm going to go in, do my button, and have it get smaller. If 2 of your buttons look like they're the same size, that means you didn't do it right. You've got to make sure the first one's pretty big so the other follows. So I think I'm now going to rotate this, and I'll do the other buttons. I'm going to do one piece at a time. So now in this one, I'm thinking about variety. What's another shape I could do for a button? Maybe here I want to do squares. And again, those squares, as they go up, they get smaller. I only fit about 3 in each one. And now I'm going to rotate. Let's think of another shape. I can repeat one of my shapes, or I can do something else. I haven't done triangles yet, so I'm going to do a triangle button. But there's so many different ways you can draw buttons. I've seen them all different shapes. So you think of what you want to do as long as they get smaller as they go up. Okay, now that I have that done, I'm going to rotate this, and I'm going to start to add my different types of hats. So again, you can do what you want for your hats. They do not have to be like mine. You can draw patterns on your hats. Do my eyes, nose, and mouth. Now maybe I want this one to look like he's looking this way. And then he's got a mouth like that. So again, your eyes can look a little different than me. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go in, draw their arms, and their arms always look like they're angled up towards the middle. They can overlap each other if you would like. All right, friends, there we go, our perspective snowman. We're gonna work on coloring some parts of the snowman next.